First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watch Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Over. Detroit, Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll go on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They're going to look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now, Barney!
Back to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Detroit!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the 2nd half with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And running with power here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, you got three. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. But he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Fancy footwork at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. the gun. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Kamara. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Over! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Gone. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Shit, watch the shit. Go. Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.